Good morning, all of you. Hope all are doing fine. As I promised, today's class will be based on the drama, The Merchant of Venice. If you remembered, we have finished up to Act 2, Scene 1 in the last class of drama taken by me. So in that class, we were introduced to the character of Morocco. Previously, we were informed about his arrival by one of the servants, but in Act 2, Scene 1, we have witnessed him and we have seen how Portia ridiculed him due to his complexion and other things, and he himself was responsible for creating such a situation, because whatever he is representing or exaggerating about his own self was nothing but much superficial, right? So we have seen he was all set to try his fate by choosing the correct casket, and the scene ended there. In this scene, Act 2, Scene 2, will have a different context. What is that? See, this scene actually shows us a character named Lancelot Gobbo. He is the clown of the play. And this Lancelot Gobbo's antics, which represent a comic relief to all of us. We will see this scene actually begins with his soliloquy. We will see he is actually debating between his conscience and the evil side of his utmost desire was to leave Shylock's company. As he was Shylock's servant, now he wishes to leave Shylock's company and to join Bassanio's. But his conscience is saying, don't be so disloyal, okay, and be with your servant. But this whole process will create much comical situation in the play, and the audience will laugh out loud. And actually, after this conflicting case, we'll get to see at last the conscience will win, and he will find the fiend side, means the evil side, will win, and he will decide to run away from Shylock. Okay, and now another thing we will get to see, he actually will create much comic relief in the play, but the way he will play such a jesting attitude towards his half-blind father, even if it was amusing, but it was crude some ways. His father has difficulty in saying things, and he will actually start a practical joke with his father by saying that Lancelot Gobbo is no more, and something like that. This will cause his father's sadness and his father's weariness, but he will actually take pleasure out of it, and which will somehow provide the audience a type of humorous atmosphere. At last, he will reveal his identity with much dramatic, acting on his part, and everything will be revealed, and he will ask his father to request Bassanio, so that Bassanio allowed him to come to his company. At last, Bassanio will obviously welcome him in the series of servant, and he will be given new livery. And we will see also Gratiano will request Bassanio to accompany him to Belmont, and that day was a dinner party arranged by Bassanio, and Bassanio actually agrees to take Gratiano with him, but with one condition, that he had to keep his loud mouth under control. He had to be very sober and very courteous, because due to all this, if this lacks, this may cause some type of negative impact upon Portia and the Portia's kins. So he did not want this to happen at any cost. So he will actually allow Gratiano on this point only, that he will be keeping his mouth under control, and he will be actually taking care of his manners and civility. So here the scene ends, but let us discuss in detail. So this is the summary of the scene. As I tell you previously, before proceeding towards anything, we need to know the main theme, and one more thing, the location and the characters present in the scene. This Act 2, Scene 2 is a Venice street. This street is in front of Shylock's house. Enter Lancelot. See, Lancelot, certainly my conscience will serve me to run from this Jew, my master. Before I proceed in saying this stanzas and all, let me just tell you something about Lancelot's character. As I told you, he is the clown of the play, and he contributes mirth and gaiety in the antics. Now, his appearance on the stage is marked by his soliloquy. As I say, we will see him on the stage by uttering his soliloquies. He is a lover of comfort, and that is why he will decide to leave Shylock's house and join Bassanio in a dream that he will be fed with something good, and he will be given a luxurious lifestyle. So this is the thing, and the usage of parody is very much important here. The scene has a parody which is observed in the debate between Lancelot's conscience and the fiend. This is a parody. The conscience advises him not to deceive his master, and the fiend advises the opposite. Thus, Lancelot mocks the inner debates. Actually, this is very common to Christian morality, in a temptation in which a man debates within himself about the right path to be followed. This will cause the audience much laughter. The visual appeal. This scene has a visual appeal. When this scene is enacted on the stage, the whole scene is more of a visual comedy, as it involves the movement of body and facial expression. I am telling all this so that you can relate. These are very important. Try to grab how is that scene being enacted on the stage. Lancelot's soliloquy in the beginning involves his mimicry. He will be mimicking on a strife between devil and conscience. This devil and conscience, in between the conflict was going on, but you will see him to do mimicry, and with his facial expression and gesture, he will cause laughter. Lancelot has to jump back and forth to use two different voices. He was using both the voices on the stage. Okay, he has to jump back and forth, and he was using both the voices in order to present two characters. One is fiend or the devil, and another is his conscience. So it will produce a lot of visual comedy, and yes, imitating his master, and the way he will he will be befooling his father with his acting skill and all. This will be really amusing. Now let us read. As I was saying, we'll begin with Lancelot's speech. Certainly my conscience will serve me to run from this Jew my master. Indeed, my conscience will request me to leave or to run away from my master. The fiend is a mine elbow and tempts me, saying to me, the devil stands at my elbow. It means what? It is very close to me and ready to help me. In what? And tempts me, saying to me, Gobo, Lancelot Gobo, good Lancelot and good Gobo, good Lancelot Gobo, use your legs, take the start, run away. See, a lot of positive adjectives are used here, because since it is a fiend, it is the devil, it is actually tempting him by saying all this, and by saying that you have your legs and use those in the proper way, you please run away from your master. My conscience says, no, take heed. What my conscience, what Lancelot's conscience is saying? Take heed means take care. Honest Lancelot, you are honest, right? Take heed, take care. Honest Gobbo, as I aforesaid, honest Lancelot Gobbo. So, see, when the fiend is using the adjectives good Gobbo, good Lancelot Gobbo, here the conscience is using what? That is honest Gobbo. Be honest to your master. Do not run. Scorn running with thy heels. Means scorn the idea of running away from your master. Well, the most courageous fiend binds me back. Means the most bold evil or the devil actually advises me to pack up. Via says means be on your way. Says the fiend away. Says the fiend, for the heavens rouse up a brave mind. The fiend is saying go away. For the heaven's sake, rouse up a brave mind. You should have a brave mind, says the fiend, and run away. Well, my conscience hanging about the neck of my heart. Well, my conscience is pleading with my heart. Says very wisely to me, my honest friend Lancelot. It is saying be honest, Lancelot. And Lancelot, being an honest man's son, since you are a son of an honest man, or rather an honest woman's son, or rather a honest woman's son. Why it is used rather? Why? Because actually maybe his father maybe involved into such disloyalty, dishonesty, and thus may create a confusion among people for being a dishonest person. So that is why he said that if not the son of such an honest father, be the son of an honest woman. Well, my conscience says, Lancelot, budge not. My conscience is saying, Lancelot, do not move. Budge, says the fiend. The fiend is saying, no, you run away. Budge not, says the conscience. Again, no, do not move. And all this, both the characters, one is fiend and another is conscience, these are being enacted on the stage by Lancelot. You just try to imagine the scenario. This is a drama. You have to imagine, suppose a scene is actually being enacted on the stage and Lancelot is playing both the characters. Once he is coming forth and another time by jumping he is going back. So all this I told earlier so that you can relate. Conscience say I, you counsel well. To conscience I said, means Lancelot said, you counsel well. You gave me good advice. Fiend, say I, to the fiend, to the devil I said, you counsel well. You also advise me well. To be ruled by my conscience, I should stay. If I get ruled by my conscience, I should stay with the Jew, my master, who, God bless the mark, means mark here actually shows evil, and may God persevere us, may God save us, is a kind of a devil. He is actually a devil. And run away from the Jew, and to run away from a Jew, I should be ruled by the fiend. I should be governed by the fiend, who, saving your reverence, is the devil himself, who, with due respect, is the devil himself. Certainly, the Jew is the very devil incarnation. Yes, certainly the Jew. Jew means whom? Shylock is a very devil incarnation. Incarnation means what? Actually, Lancelot's malapropism is what you know. Malapropism is confusing one word for another, often creating a comic relief. Words which are pronounced in the same way, and so to get confused in between two words which almost pronounce the same or somehow like that, that is called malapropism, and it actually causes much comic effect in the stage. For incarnate devil in a flesh, here it means the devil in the form of a human flesh and blood. The fiend gives the more friendly counsel. Finally, he is saying that the fiend, the devil, gives me more friendly counsel, more friendly advice. I will run, fiend. My hills are at your commandment. My hills are at your commandment. When I am ready to follow whatever is your command, I will run. Enter old Gobbo with a basket. Old Gobbo is actually Lancelot's father. Gobbo. Master, young man, I pray you, which is the way to your master Jews? Means, sir, young man, can you tell me the way to the house of the Jew? Lancelot, aside. He is going aside and saying, oh heavens, this is my true begotten father. This is the man who did beget me. Being more than sand blind means he is more than half blind. High gravel blind means stone blind, means almost blind. Knows me not. He does not know me. I will try confusions with him. Let me play some confusion with him. Actually, here also, as I told you, he will play a jesting with his father, with his phrases that he is not Lancelot, since his father is almost blind. He will not see, he cannot see, and he will just take this opportunity to confuse him, and that will also cause laughter to the audience. Gobbo. Master, young gentleman, I pray you, which is the way to Master Jews? Gobbo is asking, Master, young gentleman, I pray you, I beg you, which is the way to Master Jews? Which is the way to the house of the big Jews? Means Shylock. Lancelot, turn up on your right hand at the end, turn on your right and at the end turning, but at the next turning of all on your left, and at the next turning of all turn left. Mary means by the name of Virgin Mary, as if he is taking a mild oath. At the next turning, turn off no hand. At the next very turning, you will turn off no hand. You will not turn. But turn down indirectly to the Jew's house. But without turning neither hand, you will just turn down directly to the Jew's house. By reading this, you can understand it itself was very confusing. It's not possible for the man who cannot see to find the Jew's place, but he is doing this to make the audience laugh, and he is representing the scene with all the aspects it required. Gobbo, by God's Santies, by God's sense, it will be a hard way to hit. It will be quite hard for me to find. Can you tell me whether one Lancelot that dwell with him or no? Can you tell me that certain Lancelot who used to live with him, is he still with him? Can you tell me, Lancelot? Talk you of young Master Lancelot? See, master is the word used by Lancelot in order to glorify his name Lancelot. That is actually not, this title is not given by anyone. This is his self-made one. Aside, mark me now. Aside means he is going aside and telling this to himself or to the audience. See me now. Now I will raise the waters. Now I will cause the tears. See, talk you of young master. Are you talking about or asking about young Master Lancelot? See, now he knows what he is going to do. Actually, he is going to talk about such rubbish that Lancelot is no more present with us, and his father obviously will be grieved by this, by such words. But he knows things. By going aside, he is saying that now you see what I'll do to bring tears in him, to cause storm in him. Gobbo, no master, sir, but a poor man's son. No, he is not called a master, sir. He is a poor man's son. He knows that his son is not to be called as a master. So he says, no, I think you are committing any type of mistake. He is not master, but a very poor man's son. His father, though I say it, his father, although I say it, although this actually words come from me, is an honest, exceeding poor man, is an honest, though exceedingly poor man, and God be thanked well to live, and thank God it's still alive and well. Lancelot, well, let his father be what a will. We talk of young Master Lancelot. Let his father be what he is. Let us talk about young Master Lancelot. Gobbo, your lordship's friend and Lancelot, sir. Yes, sir, your friend Lancelot. Lancelot, but I pray you, ago, old man ago, I beseech you, talk you of young Master Lancelot. Ago is what? This is a Latin word, and it means therefore. He is using such word not owing to its meaning, but to confuse the man. So he is saying, what? Whatever I pray you, I request you, talk of young Master Lancelot. We'll be talking about him only. Gobbo, of Lancelot, and please your mastership. Lancelot, ago Master Lancelot, talk not of Master Lancelot. Therefore, Master Lancelot, talk not of Master Lancelot. Do not talk of Master Lancelot, father. For the young gentleman, according to the fates and destinies, and such odd sayings the sisters three, such branches of learning, is indeed deceased. Do not talk about Master Lancelot anymore, because by the fate, by the poor fate of his, by the three sisters, by the gruesome destiny, he is no more. As you would say in plain terms, gone to heaven. To make it very clear, he has gone to heaven. Now here, the three sisters, this is very important. This three sisters, this has actually a classical allusion which I'll be giving in your worksheet section. The three sisters in Greek mythology were the white-robed personifications of destiny. The three sisters were Clotho, who spun the thread of life; Lachesis, who measured the thread of life allotted to each person; and Astropos was the cutter of the thread of life. So these three are very much associated to cause someone's life and death. So death and destiny. They were supposed to appear 3 nights after a child's birth to determine the course of the child's life. When the child is born, they will come and they will determine the child's life journey. They were usually described as cold, remorseless and unfeeling. This is the actually illusion of these three sisters. Gobbo, Mary, God forbid, the boy was the very stuff of my age, my very prop. May Virgin Mary forbid that this be so. Whenever we hear such news, what did we say? Oh my God, let this not be true. So he is also uttering the same by taking the name of Virgin Mary. Because he was the only stuff of my age, my very prop, my only support. Lancelot aside, again going aside and saying, do I look like a cudgel or hovelfast? Do I look like a short, thick stick or a hovelsport, the main timber to support a poor dwelling house? A staff or prop, a support, do I look like that? Do you know me, father? Actually, do you know me who I am? Gobbo, alack the day, alas, I know you not, I do not know you, young gentleman, but I pray you tell me, is my boy, tell me where is my son? May God give him rest, God rest his soul, alive or dead, whatever situation he is in, may God be much kind to bless him with the peace. Lancelot, do you not know me, father? Now he is about to reveal his identity. Okay. Gobbo, alas sir, I am sand blind, I am half blind. I know not you. I do not know you, Lancelot. Nay, indeed. If you had your eyes, you might fail of the knowing me. If you have your quite good eyes, you might still fail in knowing me. But it is a wise father that knows his own child. So it's not about the eyes in its to be in its good condition, but a wise father only knows his child. Well, this man, I will tell you the news of your son, give me your blessings, and nails. He just nailed down and starts saying, truth will come to light. Murder cannot be hid long. A man's son may, but the truth will out. You just give me blessing. Don't worry. The truth will definitely come out at the end. Whether it is a murder, it is just a death, whatever. But the truth will appear at the end. Gobbo, pray you, sir, stand up. Why are you kneeling down? You just stand up. I am sure you are not Lancelot, my boy. I know you are not Lancelot, my son. Lancelot, pray you. Let's have no more fooling. Now, okay? Please, sir, let us no more jesting on this matter. But give me your blessings. I am Lancelot, your boy that was, your son that is, and the child that shall be. I am your Lancelot, your son. I was, and I will always be. Gobbo, I cannot think you are my son, Lancelot. I know not what I shall think of that. I do not know why should I say on this. But I am Lancelot, the Jew's man, means the servant of the Jew, Shylock. And I am sure Marjorie, your wife, is my mother. So Marjorie is the name of the wife of Gobbo. So he's saying that Marjorie is your wife and is my mother as well. Gobbo, her name is Marjorie indeed. Yes, her name is Marjorie. True. I shall be sown if thou be Lancelot. Thou art mine own flesh. I shall swear if you are truly Lancelot. Lord worshipped might be. May the Lord be helpful, be kind to you. Let the God be praised. May the God be praised. What a beard hast thou got? Now he feels Lancelot's face like that. As he's unable to see, he's just trying to feel Lancelot's face. And again this comic scene. Thou hast got more hair on thy chin than Dobbin, my field horse has on its tail. So field horse is what? The cart horse, fastened between two shafts at the front of the cart. So the name of the cart horse was Dobbin. So Lancelot is actually remarking, your beard has grown so full and so thick, and it seems it has more hair than that of the hair remained there at the end of my horse Dobbin's tail. Lancelot rising. Now he has risen up. It should seem then that Dobbin's tail grows backward. If it is like that, then I'll say Dobbin's tail actually grows less. I'm sure he had more hair of his tail than I have of my face when I last saw him. I still remember it has more hair than of mine when I saw him last. Gobbo, Lord, how art thou changed? How you have changed? How dost thou and thy master agree? How do you and your master get along together? I have brought him a present. How agree you now? I have brought some present for Shylock. How would you agree on that? Lancelot. Well, quite well. But for mine own part, but as far as I have set up my rest to run away, as far as I am concerned, I have made up my mind to run away. So I will not rest till I have run some ground. So I'll not take rest till I have reached somewhere or some distance. My master is a very Jew. He's a truly a Jew. Give him a present. You are here to give him a present. Give him halter. Give him rope, so that he can go die with that rope. I am famished in his service. I am starving in his service. You may tell every finger I have with my ribs. You can count every bones present in my ribs and you will feel that. So much starved I am. Father, I am glad you are come. I am glad that you have come. Give me your present to my master Bassanio. Whatever present you have got for him, give that to me. I'll give that to Bassanio, who indeed gives rare new liveries. As he was very fascinated about new clothes and luxurious lifestyle. So this is something that actually strike in his mind, that is, he always gives new liveries to his servants. If I serve not him, I will run as far as God has any ground. If I will not be able to serve him, then I shall run as far as the limit of God's earth. Means I will just, I cannot stop running away. Oh rare fortune, oh splendid fortune, here comes the man. Means here comes Bassanio, here comes the gentleman. To him, Father, for I am a Jew, if I serve the Jew any longer. To his father he says, see, it is an Elizabethan belief. If you serve someone, his quality is going to transfer into you. If he is a good one, he will be good. If he is an evil one, the quality will come into you also. So he is saying that if I serve Shylock anymore, I will also become a Jew like that. So up to line number 112 we have read in this class. In the next class, I'll be continuing from here onwards. So do read it. All the materials you will get in your study material section, but it requires nothing but your sincere reading. Do read. Don't skip anything, any word, any single line. If you have any query, I am always there to solve that. Please don't hesitate. So have a great day ahead. Do study well and okay, have a great day ahead, as I said. Okay, thank you.